When I'm left, you're right, and Welcome to Bozeman Health Foundation's 21st hospitality event as we reveal what's behind the mask. We wish to thank everyone this evening for your support in raising vital resources to support behavioral health services right here in the Bozeman community as well as throughout the southwestern Montana region. Bozeman Health is pleased to invest in essential behavioral health services across our community. We are excited for integrated behavioral health, for our announcements to invest in inpatient psychiatric services, and now the partnerships we're developing to bring crisis services to our community in a way that we've never seen before. But we also know there's a broader continuum of services that can meet people's needs wherever they are, close to home, to their businesses. Those are the services tonight that we'll share more information about, and we will need your support and your financial resources to really bring these entire continuum of services to our community, not only now, but for many years to come. We wish to thank you for your ongoing support of Bozeman Health Foundation, for Bozeman Health, and the needed services of behavioral health programs in our community. Now I'd like to turn it over to our AMCs to take you through the rest of our program, and we wish you a very pleasant evening, as well as thanking you once again for your generosity and support of Bozeman Health and our community.
Thank you so much, John, for that introduction, and welcome everyone to Hospitality 2022, Behind the Mask. And behind this mask is me. My name's Terry Cunningham. I am so glad that you're able to join us tonight. Folks from all over southwest Montana, indeed, from throughout the country, are joining us tonight on a very, very special evening. Our hope is that tonight will be informative, it'll be entertaining, and it will be inspiring. I was lucky enough to serve on the Bozeman Health Board of Directors for 8 years, and over the course of my tenure, I learned the value of philanthropy. I learned the value of community support. Indeed, every time we made a major investment in new services, we went to the community, asked for their support, and we got gracious support in return. I also happen to be the deputy mayor of Bozeman, and I've been involved in conversations about the need for additional resources when it comes to mental and behavioral health, the fact that there are currently gaps in the system, and that's been borne out through surveys and need assessment, etc. And that's what makes tonight so very special, because of what Bozeman Health is planning in terms of filling those gaps. So I'm really excited about the potential of what tonight can bring, but I'm also really excited about being able to co-host with my dear friend, Deb Gill. Deb started, essentially, the Bozeman Health Foundation. She essentially grew it from scratch. She was the president of the Bozeman Health Foundation for 17 years and did it with grace, good humor, and a great deal of skill. Ladies and gentlemen, my buddy, Deb Gill.
Thank you, Terry. I will pay you later for that.
No
That's
worries.
Very kind. I'm delighted to be here, and I am serving as the interim director once again as we search for a president for Bozeman Health Foundation, and couldn't be happier to be here and to be part of the foundation team again. So we want to start by, as a foundation, thanking you all for tuning in. We're very excited for our virtual audience. We do want to acknowledge we'd love to be together with you in person. In fact, we were all reminiscing about what it would be like to be setting up today up at the sub and getting everything ready. Hopefully next year we'll be back together in person. When we had to make the decision in the fall to go virtual or in person, it was the best choice for us as a healthcare organization to stay virtual one more time. All of our crew tonight is here in masks, honoring our masking policy still at the hospital, and we're grateful for everybody being willing to do that because they are working very hard on this production tonight. I want to thank Jericho Studios for being our production partners. It's been very exciting to have them teach us how to do this in all of the right ways. And we have many, many volunteers and staff team members behind the cameras that we want to share our appreciation with as well. So what can you expect from this evening? Well, you're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to play a little bit, we're going to educate a little bit, and we're going to inspire a lot, hopefully. We will have our traditional toasts from our chairs that we've always done at our hospitality auctions. Looking forward to that. We will have many inspiring and educational videos from the leaders and the volunteers who are, as Terry has described, leading the charge for the behavioral health initiatives going forward. As you hopefully already know, we will have our silent auction. It's already begun. If you haven't started bidding, you need to start bidding now. Get your bids in. And later in the evening, we will also have our live auction. Our capstone of the evening is our live drive, one of our historical programs that we've done with the auction since 2000, and that will give you the opportunity to contribute at the level that's right for you. We're excited because we have $75,000 in matching contributions. These have come from Absaroka Emergency Medicine, Intercity Radiology, as well as the Bozeman Health Foundation Board of Directors. So every gift on the live drive up to $75,000 will be matched, and we're very excited for that when it comes. Later in the evening, and please stay tuned, we have a very special announcement we're going to be making. It's a surprise to many people, and we're excited to bring that to you, but you have to stay tuned. You have to watch the show to get to the special announcement.
No sneak peeks?
No sneak peeks.
Okay.
No sneak peeks. All right, so just a little bit of housekeeping. If you haven't yet registered, please do so. You can call us. We actually have a call center with a bunch of volunteers ready to help you if you need any assistance or if you want to bid or make a contribution through the phone. That phone number is 406-414-1085. And in addition, if you are having a party tonight, a watch party, we know there are many of them all over the country, we really want to see your pictures. And so you can share those with us at hashtag SEEBH. Hashtag SEEBH. And to my adult children who are having watch parties tonight, I'm sure they are shocked I didn't say pound, SEEBH, but I think I worked that one out.
I would have said number something back in the day, yes.
All right, so Terry, what did I miss?
Not much. That was very comprehensive. Just two notes. Number one, the live auction will close as soon as our auctioneer, Pat Busby, says it's sold. And so once a live auction item is sold in the live auction, it's done. It's going to the high bidder. The silent auction, and I think we have 87 different items in the silent auction, just wonderful silent auction. That'll close at 9 o'clock, so make sure you're sort of checking your bids throughout the evening. But you can make a donation to this event to elevate the resources of behavioral health on behalf of Bozeman Health at any point throughout the evening. And as you can see from your technology, there's a lot of different choices as to what you can donate. And so that's the end of my sort of housekeeping notes, Deb. And now what I'd like to do is introduce a video. As you can imagine, tonight's event involved a whole host of people working really, really hard in order to pull this off. And that committee was known as the Timekeepers Committee. And here on behalf of the Timekeepers Committee is our good friend Tanya King.
My name is Tanya King, and I had the pleasure of being in this year's Hospitality Committee named the Timekeepers to suit this year's theme. Our committee has done an outstanding job behind the scenes planning for tonight's event. I'd like to thank the rest of the committee for their creativity, dedication, and support to put together this exciting virtual event. The committee, along with the staff, would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to all of the volunteers who helped make this event possible. As we join together this evening and mask up to raise funds towards the full continuum of behavioral health services in Southwest Montana, we want to thank everyone who made the event possible, including our sponsors. We would not be here tonight without their amazing support, providing nearly $150,000 in inspiring contributions to this year's event. I would like to specifically thank our Diamond, Platinum, Gold, Silver, and Bronze level sponsors. Diamond sponsor, Big Sky Resort. Platinum, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Gold, Merrill Lynch, Anderson, Hedge & Wagner. Silver, Williams Plumbing and Heating. And Bronze, A&D Architects, Air Controls, Blackfoot, Crowley Fleck Law Firm, Imperius, First Security Bank, Langless and Associates, Life Flight Network, Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, Prime Incorporated, U.S. Bank, and Yellowstone pathology. We're extremely grateful for all of our sponsors and in-kind supporters. All of our partners are an essential piece in accomplishing our larger goal, and we hope that you will join us in supporting them as they have supported us. Thank you to everyone who has already helped to make this event a success. We hope the energy continues throughout the evening, and now I'll turn things back over to this evening's MCs.
Thank you so much, Tanya, and thank you again to everyone who has donated their time and their talent to tonight's event. We sure appreciate it. Tanya mentioned some of our sponsors. Collectively, the sponsors of tonight's event have already donated over $150,000 towards our goal. Just incredible. We're so grateful for their sponsorship. It is customary in an event like this to kick things off with a toast. In order to do that, we have two superstars from the organization. One is Chris Deason. She's the board chair of the Bozeman Health Foundation. And then Katie Doffenbaugh. She's the board chair of the Bozeman Health Systems. So Chris and Katie, take it away.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining us on this Saturday evening as we gather to bring awareness to behavioral health. I'm Chris Deason, chair of the Bozeman Health Foundation board. It's a privilege to be a part of the foundation. Through our generous donors, we are proud to partner with Bozeman Health and philanthropically support our shared mission. I want to recognize and thank the Bozeman Health Foundation board and Bozeman Health Foundation staff. It is an inspiring group of people with endless dedication and passion. Like many of you, myself and my family have received care in the past few years from Bozeman Health Deaconess Hospital. I saw firsthand the commitment from our amazing doctors, nurses, and all hospital staff. Their knowledge, skill, and care of their patients is evident in all they do, and we are so fortunate to have access to great care so close to home. As we look at the past, the present, and the future of Bozeman Health, I'm in awe of all that has been achieved in the growth of our hospital and clinics, along with the healthcare access and services to our communities. I'm excited about our future and the expansion of behavioral health services. You will hear from some inspiring people tonight, and I hope you too will be motivated to participate in the future opportunities that lie ahead. Whether you are in the comfort of your home or gathered with a group of friends and neighbors, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I thank you for your support of Bozeman Health. I'd like to introduce Katie Doffenbaugh, Chair of Bozeman Health System Board.
Hello everyone, my name is Katie Doffenbaugh and I've had the honor to serve on the Bozeman Health System Board for nearly 10 years, having served as chair for the past 3 years. I'm excited for the Gallatin Valley and surrounding communities because for the first time in our history, we will be able to seek comprehensive behavioral health services close to home. I'm excited that we can work to alleviate suffering without asking that our patients leave their loved ones and support systems behind. And I am very excited that we can work together as a community to elevate the entire well-being of our community members, including both physical and mental wellness. I am grateful for Bozeman Health's commitment as leaders of this initiative and thank the community for their continued philanthropic partnership. No one person or group can do this alone, and it has taken the hard work of many of us to get to this point. I specifically want to recognize the hospital staff, our physicians, nurses, clinical staff, and all employees of the health system. Thank you for your grace, compassion, resiliency, and care during these unprecedented times. And finally, I want to thank the Bozeman Health System Board, both past and present, for their continued commitment to our mission to improve community health and quality of life, to lean into the hard work needed to ensure quality community health care, and to give of their time and attention for the greater good. I'd like to offer a toast to the reason we're all here together tonight, to raise essential funds towards the full continuum of behavioral health care services, so our friends and loved ones have access to care at whatever level they need to live their best lives. Cheers. Thank you for joining us tonight, and please enjoy the rest of the program.
Well, cheers, Deb.
Cheers, Terry.
And a big thank you to everyone who's participating tonight and everyone who made tonight's evening happen. Thanks so much. I should take a drink.
Mm-hmm. That is traditional.
It is. What is a toast without taking a drink? You know, Deb, I was thinking about tonight's theme, about the whole notion of behind the mask. And I was thinking, we all wear a mask. We all present ourselves to the public in a certain manner and we like to be viewed in a certain manner. But, you know, masks can also be deceiving, because 1/2 of all Americans at some point in their life will be diagnosed with a mental health or a behavioral health issue. So who is impacted by mental health and behavioral health issues? Well, people like you and people like me. As deputy mayor, I've been involved in community conversations about the continuum of care when it comes to behavioral health and mental health, and the fact that there are gaps in that continuum. And that continuum ranges from crisis responders to a crisis intake center to inpatient and outpatient resources, and there are gaps. I am pleased to say that Bozeman Health has been involved in those conversations with government agencies and other providers, and Bozeman Health took a bold step. Their board of directors decided that they were going to lean in aggressively and fill some of the most vital gaps in that continuum of care, and I'm just so proud of the organization for doing that, and that's why we're here tonight. It's a bold step, but it's an expensive step, and it's one that requires a great deal of resources. So here to tell us a little bit more about that is Diane Patterson and Dr. Ann Thomas.
Thank you for having us here this evening. My name is Diane Patterson, and I serve as the executive sponsor for behavioral health services at Bozeman Health. Bozeman Health has long been a part of working with community partners and recognizes the need for services. Thanks to the generosity of the hospitality event last year and the hospital's investment, we have grown the behavioral health team and services. The work is not done yet. Tonight's auction is essential to bringing more services to the community. It is with extreme gratitude that I introduce Dr. Ann Thomas, Medical Director of Behavioral Health. Her leadership over the past 5 years has been nothing short of transformative.
Thank you, Diane, for all of your support during this process. I can honestly say it's been an exciting time for behavioral health this past year. On behalf of the community, the behavioral health department, and our patients, I want to thank you and Bozeman Health for your support of opening a 12-bed psychiatric inpatient unit. Over the past year, my colleagues and I have spent time examining the gaps and needs of behavioral health treatment in our community. During this process, we acknowledged that we want to expand services throughout the entire continuum of behavioral health care, including inpatient, crisis, outpatient, and prevention. It is so important to have services on all levels of the continuum of care so that people can enter into the system at any point. There is no wrong door. In addition, we know that people do enter the continuum at every level, and we want to be prepared to support them where they are. This will be a heavy lift and one that we will need support to accomplish. This will require a robust philanthropic partnership to achieve. At Bozeman Health, we have already begun this work. Right now, we have implemented integrated behavioral health in some of our clinics. We also have a growing outpatient department to serve all of our community, regardless of their ability to pay or their insurance. We are also growing our crisis services and are close to having 24/7 crisis coverage in our emergency department. Within the next year, we are scheduled to open our new psychiatric emergency unit within our emergency department, which will allow us to better serve those who come into our emergency department in crisis. With community partners, we are also planning to open an acute crisis center to further expand access to care. Our outpatient clinic is growing, and we plan to add pediatric and addiction services. Finally, within just a few years, we will open our new 12-bed inpatient psychiatric unit. We couldn't do this without the support of the community and Bozeman Health. This is such an exciting time to be working in behavioral health in this community. Personally, I have never seen a more engaged and excited community about this topic, and it makes everything exciting and fulfilling. Thank you again for all the support for our work and for helping those suffering from mental illness.
Thank you, Diane Patterson. Thank you, Dr. Ann Thomas. Deb, I've got a story about Dr. Thomas.
Tell it on. Bring it
Well,
on.
I haven't gotten her permission, but I'll tell it anyway. There's the Ridge Run that happens over the spine of the Bridger Mountains every year. And every year for the past 20 years, I've been involved in the Bridger Aid Station. And what happens with the Bridger Aid Station workers is you wake up about 4:30 while it's still dark. You drive up to the base of Bridger Bowl, you load up packs with everything they need up there on the ridge, and you hump everything up there, all in the dark. And so you're doing all of these things completely in the dark, and then you're laying things out, and everyone's getting things ready. And then the runners are about to arrive. It starts to get light. And 2 years ago, as this was happening, just as it was starting to get light, I looked over to my left, and there was Dr. Ann Thomas ready to give medical support to 250 runners. It's just incredible. Just shows you the level of commitment she has to the community. Just incredible.
That's a great story.
It is, it is. So as we transition, we're about to transition to the first live auction. I wanted to spend a little time talking about the importance of community support. And Deb, you know this as well as anyone in this community. When Bozeman Health wants to add a service line, expand a resource for the community so that the community can get exceptional care here in the community rather than having to go out, every time that proposition has been made, there's a deal that happens between the organization and the community. The organization says, community, do you support this? Is this something you want? And are you willing to support it? And the community responds in incredible ways.
Yes, they
and
do.
so I'm trying to think over the years, the Cancer Center has been created as a result of community support. Our cardiac cath lab is here because of community support. The expansion of the emergency department, a $9 million project, here because of community support. The expansion of the intensive care unit, the bringing to our community of neonatal intensive care services, and bolstering and widening our community support and bringing health care to people where they are. Every one of those major projects has only happened as a result of a generous, giving, thoughtful community. And tonight, we're asking for the same thing. As Dr. Thomas mentioned, the community is calling out for this, and the organization is responding. Our ability to deliver and enhance behavioral health is directly impacted by what we do here tonight. Do not mistake that. That is extremely important, and I'd like to turn it over to you at this point.
I couldn't have said it better. Are you a professional fundraiser? I
have no money. I've never asked anyone for money.
Well, that is exactly right. There's a tremendous legacy of philanthropy at Bozeman Health, for one that we're truly grateful for and excited to continue tonight, no question about it. And as Dr. Thomas said, there really is no wrong door to enter, and that has always been the philosophy. We want to provide care for our patients, our families, here in Bozeman. This is where we want people to be able to get the care they need. So couldn't be more excited to have this auction be for behavioral health, and we're going to kick it up a notch as we move in to the live auction portion of our event.
Here we go.
Here we go. Little drum roll, right? So we're going to do 2 rounds of live auction items tonight, folks. We're going to have 7 total items. You should be able to see them on your devices, whether you're working on your computer or your phone or whatever it is that you're using. You can see all of our auction items. We will start with 3, and then we will do the final 4. And again, you can bid on these either by calling 406-414-1085, or hopefully you've registered and you've got your credit card in there so that you can make your purchase when you are ready. We are joined tonight, as Terry mentioned earlier, by our illustrious auctioneer, Pat Busby. And I don't know how many of you have been to auctions live with Pat, but he always works the crowd beautifully. And I've watched him work the virtual crowd as well. So be prepared. He's going to draw you into this auction this evening. Pat will be joined by Jenny Berger, who is our system manager of volunteer services at the hospital. And she is going to help. You'll see her on her phone. She's not on Facebook. Well, she might be, because she might be watching some of the watch parties, right? But she's going to be refreshing her phone with our GiftSmart app so that she can constantly update Pat with who is bidding and what the bids are at. And with that, I'm going to ask you, Pat, to tell us a little bit about how this auction's going to roll.
Well, thanks, Deb. And thanks, Terry. Always pleasure working with you guys. Thanks to the Bozeman Health and Bozeman Health Foundation. I don't know how many years I've helped out with this event, but it's a barn burner every time. We've got several watch parties going on around the state. I don't know how many states are involved, but there are several. I want to say hi to, I know Chris Deason, who is the chair. She's having a watch party here in Bozeman. Jen and Dave Geschke down in Dallas, Texas. I know you guys are watching. So last year, if you remember logging on, we had about a 32-second delay. Well, this year they got rid of that. So what you see is what you get. So when I say sold, it's sold. So bid every time I ask you. If it gets too high, your neighbor will tell you to quit. Is that fair enough? Terry, what's the first item that we have?
Well, Pat, it's live item 301. And Bobcat football fan, I think I'm not breaking news here, the fact that both Troy Anderson and Daniel Hardy were drafted in the NFL draft. Well, anyway, this is for the Bobcat football fan. Are you ready for the 2022 Montana State University Bobcat football season? I know I am. Well, 2 Bobcat fans, if they win this auction, get to join MSU Athletic Director Leon Costello in his private skybox for the homecoming game that happens on October 8th. Then you get to join Jim Ness, Foundation board member, for the Cat Grizz game in the First Security Bank skybox on November 19th. 2 absolutely crucial games. Don't forget to bring your new blue and gold swag, which is part of this package as well. And thanks to the MSU Athletics, Bobcat Athletics, parking and pregame field access is included for both games. This was donated by First Security Bank, MSU Bobcat Athletics, and MSU Communications. Go Bobcats!
Very good, very good. Well, as we all know, the Bobcat fans that we all truly are, we had a tremendous year last year across the board. The ladies and the men's teams did great, and we hope the best for next year as well. So the very first item, here we are. How many dollars? You tell me. I've got a $400 starting bid. Now 5. 400. Yeah, but about 5. 400. Yeah, but about 5. 5. Yeah, but about 5. Where? 400. Yeah, but about 5. Yeah, but about 5. Yeah, but about 500. It's auction time. Everybody quit talking at home. Hey, 5. Yeah, but about 500. 440. Yeah, but about 5. Yeah, but about 5. Yeah, but about 500. Where? 440. Yeah, but about 5. 500. Two games. Thank you. 500. Now 6. Hit 500. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 6. Where? For 5. Yeah, but about 6. 5. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 6. 6. Yeah, but about 600. For 5. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 6. Where? For 5. Yeah, but about 6. 5. Yeah, but about 600. For 5. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 6. Where? For 5. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 6. Yeah, but about 550. For 5. Yeah, but about 5.5. 5. Yeah, but about 5.5. For 5. Yeah, but about 550. 5. Yeah, but about
600.
600. Now 7. 600. Yeah, but about 7. I like the way you're thinking, TV land. 6, 7. 600. Now 7. 600. Yeah, but about 7. 10. But about 7. Where? 600. Yeah, but about 7. 600. Yeah, but about 7. 10. But about 7. Where? 600. Yeah, but about 7. 600. Now 7. 600. Yeah, but about 7. 10. But about 7. Where? 600. Yeah, but about 7. 10. But about 7. Where? 600. Yeah, but about 7. All in and all done. 600. Yeah, but about 7. 10. But about 700. Yeah, but about 7. Where? 600. Yeah, but about 7. Sold it to you. $600. Who's our buyer?
Susan Ledfelt.
Susan
Ledfelt.
Susan Ledfelt. Susan, thank you for the support. Item number 302 is what?
Item number 302 is Big Sky Country. Built from the sagebrush up, the award-winning Big Sky PBR has grown into Big Sky's biggest week. A week of community events including 3 nights of action-packed touring Pro Division, PBR bull riding, fundraisers, my personal favorite, vendor village, and more. Attend the 2022 Big Sky PBR on Friday, July 22nd with 2 Golden Buckle VIP tickets, which include access to the Golden Buckle VIP tent with food and drinks prior to the event. Don't forget to bring your new Ariat boots designed for him or her, along with your Stetson hats made in the USA. Hotel accommodations after the PBR are provided by the Wilson Hotel. Also included is dinner and drinks the following day at Michelangelo's restaurant, featuring exquisite Italian cuisine prepared by award-winning executive chef Michael Anandano. Donated by Outlaw Partners, the Wilson Hotel, Michelangelo's restaurant, and an anonymous donor. Pat, let's cowboy up.
Cowboy up is right. Hey, folks, if you have not been to the PBR in Big Sky, it's the 8th year in a row. It's the event of the year, voted on by the bull riders. They love coming to this event. And all of the people that you see on TV, you'll see in the arena that night. All right, how many dollars? $1,300 is the starting bid on this one. Now 14, 13, 14, 1,300, about 14, 1,400, about 14, 1,400, about 14, where? 13, 14, 1,300, about 14. It's sold out, folks. This is where you got to get your ticket. Hey, 13, 14, 1,300 to 14, about 1,400, 13, 14, 14, about 14, 1,300, about 14, 14, about 1,400, 13, 14, 13, 14. Push those buttons quick. 13, 14, 1,300, about 14, 1,400, about 14, 1,300, about 14, 14, 15, 14, thank you, 14, 15, 1,400, about 15, 1,500, 1,400, about 15, 15, about 15, where? 1,400, about 15, 1,500, 14, 15, 1,400, about 15, 1,500, 1,400, about 15, most fun you'll ever have on dirt. 14, 15, 1,500, about 15, where? 1,400, now 15, 1,400, about 15, 15, about 15, where? 1,400, 15, 1,400, about 15, 15, about 1,500, 1,400, about 15, about 15, where? 15, 16, 15, 16, I knew they were typing, 15, 16, 15, 16, 15, about 16, where? 15, 1,600, 15, 16, 15, a little quicker, 15, 16, 15, 16, 16, about 1,600, 1,500, about 16, about 16, where? 15, 16, about 16, where? 1,500, about 16, about 16, about 1,600, 15, 16, about tomorrow's too late, 15, 16, 15, 16, 1,600, 15, 16, about 16, all in and all done, 15, 16, about 16. I sold it, $1,500. Who's the lucky buyer on that one?
Michelle Skinner.
Michelle Skinner, thank you. And I'll see you on Friday night at the PBR. That concludes the first little session. I'm going to turn it back over to Terry and Deb, and then we'll be back. Thank you.
I got one more for you, Pat.
Okay.
I've got live item 303 coming in, and it's called Reel It In. But first, a big thank you to Michelle Skinner for her bid on the last auction item. So, what's this all about, this live auction item 303? Eaton Outfitters is a family passion, and the Eatons are among the best fishing guides in Montana. The two individuals can join them for a full-day guided float trip on the Madison River, classified as a blue ribbon trout stream. Fishing equipment is provided, along with lunch and an unforgettable experience. After the trip, the Eatons have generously offered a one-night stay in their rental home just blocks from downtown Ennis. And to make this package even more of a catch, it includes a Redington 5-weight rod and reel kit from Madison River Fly Fishing, an Orvis 6-weight rod and reel kit from the Tackle Shop, an array of flies, $50 gift certificate, and Nalgene from Dan Bailey's Fly Shop, a Sims catch and release landing net, and U-Ray Ranger hat from an anonymous donor, extra flies from Sims at the River's Edge, and a porcelain mug from Lulu Pottery. Fishing licenses are not provided. The dates are based on availability. It has to be redeemed by May 31st, 2023. It's been donated by Eaton Outfitters, Madison River Fly Fishing Company, the Tackle Shop, Dan Bailey's Fly Shop, Sims at the River's Edge, Lulu Pottery, and an anonymous donor. Pat, I tell you what, catch them and don't release them.
There you go. There you go. I got a little ahead of myself, didn't I, Terry? All right, here it is. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Who give 800? 800. 800. Thank you. Now 9. 800. Now 990. But about 9. Now 1,000. Hit 990. But about 1,000. But about $1,000. But about 1,000. Now 11. 1,100. Hit 1,100. But about 11. But about 11. Where? 11. Now 12. 1,100. But about 12. 1,100. But about 12. 12. But about 1,200. 1,100. But about 12. 1,100. But about 12. 12. But about 12. It's for two of you. 1,100. Now 12. 1,100. Now 12. 12. But about 1,200. 1,100. Now 12. 1,100. But about 12. 12. But about 12. 1,100. But about 12. 20. But about 1,200. 1,100. But about 12. 20. But about 12. Where? 1,100. But about 12. 20. But about 12. But about 12. Where? 1,100. But about 12. 20. But about 12. But about 12. Where? 1,100. But about 12. 1,150. Thank you. Now 1,200. 11 and a half. Now 12.
1265.
1,250. Now 1,300. 1,250. Now 13. 1,250. Able to bomb 13. Able to bomb 13. 1,250. Able to bomb 13. 13. Able to bomb 1,300. 12 and a half. Now 13. 12 and a half and 13. 12 and a half and 13. Able to bomb 13. Where? 12 and a half. Able to bomb 13. 1,300. 12 and a half. Now 1,300. 12 and a half and 13. 13. Able to bomb 13. Where? 12 and a half and 13. 12 and a half. Able to bomb 13. 1,300. Able to bomb 13. Where? 12 and a half. Able to bomb 13. Able to bomb 13. Able to bomb 13. Last call. 12 and a half and 13. 12 and a half and 13. 13. Able to bomb 13. Where? 13. Able to bomb 1,300. Sold them to you. $1,250. Who's our buyer on that?
Susan Levfelt, Kirkland.
Susan Leffeldt. Thank you, Susan. That's the second time I think you've struck. All right, now I'm going to turn it back over to Terry and Deb, and we will be back for the second session. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Jen. And thank you, Susan, for that bid as well. I want to thank all the live auction item winners. And in case you have any questions, always feel free to call 406-414-1085 in case you have any questions. And that applies to everyone throughout the evening. In just a moment, we're going to get into our second round of the live auction. And we're going to learn more about specific plans that Bozeman Health has in terms of elevating behavioral health and filling important gaps in that area. But first, we want to talk a little bit about Big Sky. Big Sky, wonderful mountain community that is one of the fastest growing communities in the state of Montana. But they are not immune to the stresses that are associated with everyday life. Bozeman Health, several years ago, went to the Big Sky community and made a major commitment there. They elevated the level of medical care there so that people did not have to endure a long ambulance ride up through the canyon. And it has made a huge difference in that community. What Bozeman Health plans to do is do the same elevation of care for behavioral health and mental health care there as well. It'll be another game changer for the Big Sky community. So now I want you to listen to this video and hear more about the plans for Big Sky.
When people think about Big Sky, I think they tend to think about the skiing and like vacation life.
They think of the ski mountain in essence of Montana.
The winter and summer seasons are super vibrant and exciting. There's always something to do.
The actual reality of living here is really different than what it might look like when you picture yourself living in a mountain town.
It's what people call the paradise paradox, that there's this backdrop of nature, but there's also significant challenges in living here, and we know that it's not unique to Big Sky.
Finding housing is very, very difficult, and then even being able to receive behavioral health care can be very difficult.
People are disconnected from their core support systems, and many of their relationships are transient or shallow.
Having this in their face, can increase addiction and can increase mental health and suicide rates quite significantly.
When someone has depression or anxiety or suffer from mental illness, they often don't get treatment until they are in crisis. And that's for a variety of reasons. One, lack of access, stigma, they don't know where to turn.
If they came in to the ED and were evaluated, and they were able to discharge home to outpatient, voluntary or involuntary. The plan was that they would either find somebody in the community to seek therapy or counseling, or they would connect back with us, and we would pick them back up for outpatient therapy and possibly psychiatry. The continuum is the person doesn't leave our care. We stick with them and try to support them even after their acute crisis.
Some of the biggest challenges with living here right now that we are really staring at in our face is understaffing, and a lot of that comes from the housing crisis that we're experiencing.
They tend to have a lack of behavioral health providers. Because there are not a lot of providers and there's a very high need in the community, the providers are usually very full and have long wait lists across the board.
It'd be great if people felt like they had a choice between me and several others, right? Because I might not be the right fit for every person.
So you see a therapist, you don't jive with them, either you continue with them and that ruins your relationship with what therapy could be, or you don't see a good therapist at all.
If you treat somebody when they're only in crisis and then send them back home without further treatment, they end up coming back in again in crisis, and you get this revolving door. So having the entire continuum of care helps ensure that people get the care where they need, and also that they can leave once they get stabilized and healthy again.
Best case scenario for people in Big Sky that are seeking support with mental health would be that they can easily access that support, that they can afford it.
We would have, 3 clinical therapists there. We would have an adult and child psychiatrist, which we currently have. And then we would have what's called behavioral health navigators. They fill the gap in between the primary care team and the behavioral health specialist, and then getting a good, strong crisis intervention program.
That support is consistent so that they knew that if they were to work with a therapist that they'd be able to do that for as long as they needed to, and that they could develop kind of a long-term relationship with that person, take a break, come back later and that same person is there.
People will feel that support is within their reach, that they can reach out for help and actually receive the support that they need.
I want to say thank you to the folks who shared their thoughts as a part of that video. These are challenging conversations, but they are important conversations. Deb, I know you wanted to spend a little time giving a shout out to some of our major sponsors.
I do want to do that. Our sponsors are critical to our success for this auction, and I want to just take a moment to put a bright light on a couple of our sponsors once again. Tanya mentioned them earlier, but the first one is our diamond sponsor, which ironically is Big Sky Resort, apropos for the video that we just saw. And thank you to Big Sky Resort. Thank you also to our platinum sponsor, Blue Cross Blue Shield, a wonderful partner in healthcare philanthropy. And our gold sponsor is Merrill Lynch, Anderson Hedge, Wagner, Kienitz, and Associates, who have been longtime friends of Bozeman Health Foundation. All of our sponsor recognition is on our social media as well as in the program that most people should have received in the mail recently. And we just, again, over $150,000 from our sponsors alone. We're truly grateful for our partners and being able to kick this event off with such a strong show of support. So we appreciate that. Now, Terry, on this next piece, as a former dancer, I'm really excited about this, but I'm really curious what you're doing right now.
What am I doing? I'm warming up for the next video. This is a dance move. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. It's known as a plie.
As a plie,
I think that's a French word.
Terry, on behalf of everyone, please, let's not plie anymore.
Plies? No, that's very, very clever. That's very, very, very clever. So remember we promised you that tonight's event would be informative, it would be entertaining, and it would be inspirational. Well, that really sums up the video that we're about to see. Montana Ballet Company produced this video, provided all of the artists, and it's just absolutely wonderful. We hope that you enjoy it as much as we do.
Good evening. My name is Elizabeth DeFonte, and I am the Artistic and Executive Director of the Montana Ballet Company. I am also a licensed clinical professional and mental health counselor. On behalf of all of us at Montana Ballet Company, I extend our sincere thanks to the Bozeman Health Foundation for inviting our organization to be included in this evening's special program in support of behavioral health. There is a significant need for behavioral health services in our growing community. I would like to acknowledge the meaningful work Bozeman Health is doing to provide a continuum of behavioral health care services, allowing individuals to receive care close to home at whatever level they may need. Bozeman Health is fostering individual and collective wellness. At Montana Ballet Company, we recognize the importance of health and wellness, where we consistently commit to nurturing and supporting our dancers, the whole dancer, mind, body, and spirit. We work in a humanistic manner and believe in the power of dance and music to connect and heal. We experience our art form as a means to cultivate a profound sense of health and creativity for all who participate, and movement as a vitally important signifier of our shared well-being. The piece you are about to see, Montana Landscape, was created in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, when we could not gather in large groups and collectively experience the joy and beauty of our art form. My hope is that this piece conveys a sense of creativity, interconnectedness, and the deep resiliency of the human spirit. Thank you and enjoy.
What a wonderful mix
I love
of
that.
beautiful landscapes, exquisite dancing, and wonderful, wonderful music. Thank you to the Montana Ballet Company. Deb, I'm not sure if you know this, but I actually performed with the Montana Ballet Company at their recent performance of the Nutcracker.
I heard about this.
Yes, yes, indeed. And if they can turn this into a ballet performer, they can work miracles. And I think we just saw them work miracles with that video. A quick reminder that our silent auction closes at 9 o'clock tonight. So check those bids. Make sure you're not being outbid. I know that my wife has got her eye on a few things, and Deb, I imagine that Michael might be eyeing a couple of things as well.
I certainly hope so.
Absolutely. So I wanted to kick it back to you as we move into our second round of live auction.
All right, sounds good. And folks, before we start our second round, I have to make a correction. Sometimes technology is our friend, and sometimes technology makes it a little more difficult for us. So I have a correction on the last auction item. Item number 303 was actually purchased by Dr. Catherine Burtony, and we appreciate that bid. It came in right as Pat was verbally closing it. If we'd been in the room, we would have seen the arms up, but the technology just didn't quite sync up with the voice. So we want to thank Dr. Burtony for that purchase. And with that, I'm going to kick it to Pat to get us started on round two.
Well, thanks, Deb. So there's also been a question on how do you bid on live auction items. You log in, as you all are. You go to the live auction number, the item number, and we're coming up on 304.
Yes, we are.
So you can log on to 304 and then go to your Give Smart app, and that's where you can place your bids as I'm chanting and selling it. So with that, what is item 304?
Item number 304, and I just want to give a plug again. If you can't get the technology, you can call us, and we'll put the bid in for you. 406-414-1085. So feel free to call in and say, I want to bid up to X number on your item, and I would be willing to bet they'll sit on the phone with you until that item sells to make sure that your bid gets in. All right, item number 304, ski legend, and wasn't he a legend? If you ski, the name Warren Miller may instantly come to mind. Warren was famous for bringing the sport of skiing to the big screen. He had a passion for skiing and a passion for photography, which is displayed in the work seen in this package. These black and white prints of friends skiing in Idaho were taken in the late 40s and early 50s by Warren himself. Both prints are framed with special thanks to Old Man Gallery and Framing, and the measurements are provided in the description. A separate piece in this package is a matted print that Warren took of a friend racing. All prints have authentic signature of Warren Miller himself, who of course passed away in 2018, which truly makes these collector's items. These items were donated by Eric Ladd, Old Main Gallery and Framing, and the Frugal Frame Shop. Let's celebrate some ski legends here.
There we are, just coming out of ski season, but before we know it, it'll be here again. All right, you tell me how many dollars? Who'd give 4,000? 4,000. 4,000, give it about 4,000. Where? 4,000, give it about for 40, give it about 4,000. 40, give it about for 40, give it about for 4,000, give it about 4,000. Folks, if you don't like the number I'm chanting, you just type in whatever number you want to start this bidding at. 4,000. 40, give it about for 40, give it about 40, give it about 2,000. 2, give it about 2,000. Where? 2, give it about 2. Where? 2,000, give it about 2, give it about 2, give it about 2,000. 2, give it about 2,000, give it about 2. Where? 2, give it about 2,000, give it about 2, give it about 2,000. 2, give it about 2, give it about 2, give it about 2, give it about 2,000. 2, give it about 2, give it about 1,000. Where? 1,000, give it about 1, give it about 1. Where? 1,000, give it about 1, give it about 1,000. 1, give it about 1,000, give it about 1, give it about $1,000. 1, give it about 1, give it about 1,000, give it about 1,000. Where? 1, give it about 1,000. 1, give it about 1,000, give it about 1,000. Anything yet, Jen?
We don't
Nothing?
have anything.
1, give it about 1,000. 1, give it about 1, give it about 1, give it about 1. Well, folks, this was one of the items that we didn't have a starting bid on, so we're going to move this item over to the silent auction items, and we're going to give you some time on this. You have until 9 p.m. to bid on this item. So we're going to move this 304 over to the silent auction items and move on with 305.
Well, thanks so much, Pat. Item number 305 is C'est Magnifique. It's Provence and the French Riviera. Pack your bags for the trip of a lifetime as you and a guest enjoy the culture and history of Provence and the French Riviera. This, get this, 8-night, 9-day travel package includes hotel accommodations in Avignon, Aix-en-Provence, and Nice. Also included are private transfer services between train stations and hotels, 5 different tours, daily breakfast, and airfare. The trip must be redeemed by April 30th, 2023. It was donated by the Bozeman Health System board members, Bozeman Health Foundation board members, and Bozeman Health executive team leaders, which means that members of those foundations and system boards reached into their own pockets and helped to fund this trip, and we are so grateful for them. So, Pat, ooh la la, where are we going?
Ooh la la. Let's go to France. Let's go to France, folks. Here, cheers to you. Cheers to you. Hey, I'll tell you what. Here's an opportunity. Here is an opportunity. Second honeymoon, anniversary. It's all you. They're coming up. They're coming up. Hey, how many dollars? You tell me. I've got 4,500 who give 55. 40 for 5, I need about 5,500. 40 for 5, I need about 5,500. 45, 55. 40 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 5,500. 40 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. 40 for 5, I need about 5,500. 45, 55. 45, 55, need about 5,000. 4,500, now 5. 4,500, now 5, I need about 5,000. 40 for 5, I need about 5, I need about 5,000. 4,500, need about 40 for 5. 5, I need about 5,000. 45, 5, I need about 5, I need about 5, I need about 5,000. 4,500, now 5. 4,500, need about 5, I need about 5,000. 40 for 5, I need about 5, I need about 5,000.
5,000.
Thank you. Now 5,500. For 5, I need about 55. Double nickel, one time. 50 for 5, I need about 5,500. 5,000, now 55. 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 5,500. 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. I need about 55. 50 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. Where? 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. 5,000, now 50 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. Did you get it? 5,500. 5,000, now 55, I need about 55. 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 55, all in and all done. 5,000, need about 50 for 5, I need about 50 for 5, I need about 55. Sold it.
Oh.
Did we
Sorry.
get one?
Yeah, we do. 5,500.
Technology, folks. 55, now 6. 55, 6, 6, yeah, but about 6,000. 50 for 5, I need about 6,000, yeah, but about 6, where? 50 for 5, I need about 6,000, yeah, but about 6,000. 55, now 6. 50 for 5, I need about 6, 6, 6, yeah, but about 6,000. 50 for 5, I need about 6,000, yeah, but about 60,000, yeah, 6,000. 55, I got it all night, folks, so I don't have to be anywhere till midnight. Hey, 5,500, now 6. 5,500, now 6, 6. Yeah, but about 6,000. 50 for 5, I need about 6,000, yeah, but about 6, where? 50 for 5, I need about 6,000, yeah, but about 6, 6, yeah, but about 6,000. 50 for 5, I need about 6, 6, 6, yeah, but about 6,000. 50 for 5, I need about 6, 6, 6, yeah, but about 6,000, yeah, but about 6, where? 50 for 5, I need about 6, 6, yeah, but about 6, 6, yeah, but about 6.
6,000.
8 nights, 2 people. 8 nights, 2 people. 6,000, now 6,500. 6,000, now 60 for 5, I need about 65. 6,000, you about 60 for 5, I need about 65, I need about 6,500. 6,000, you about 60 for 5, I need about 65. 6,000, now 60 for 5, I need about 65. 6,000, you about 60 for 5, I need about 65. I know somebody out there's typing. 6,000, now 60 for 5, I need about 6,500. 6,000, you about 60 for 5, I need about 65. 6,000, you about 60 for 5, I need about 6,500. 6,000, now 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 65. 6,000, yeah, but bomb 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 6,500, yeah, but bomb 65. 6,000, yeah, but bomb 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 65, hidey but bomb 65. 6,000, yeah, but bomb 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 65, hidey but bomb 65, all in and all done. 65, hidey but bomb 65. 6,000, yeah, but bomb 60 for 5, what's the verdict, Jen? Hit 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 65, hidey but bomb 65. 6,000, yeah, but bomb 60 for 5, hidey but bomb 65. Hidey but bomb 65, hidey but bomb 65. I sold it. $6,000.
Richard Deming.
Rich Deming. Thank you, Rich. Next year, Rich. Next year, we'll be on the floor together. All right, thank you. Next item would be 305.
306.
306. We're moving right along, folks.
It is time for item 306. Take home a Michelle Luxury Women's Watch from the Serene Collection. 100 glittering diamonds encircle this elegant gold tone timepiece. A chronograph dial with Roman numerals is encased by the diamond set bezel and an anti-reflective sapphire crystal. The 40-millimeter head sits on one of Michelle's signature interchangeable bracelets with deployment clasp 18 millimeters wide. This lot includes one watch band adjustment at no charge to remove links if needed. The Johnson family is proud to donate this timepiece to tonight's event, donated by Miller's Jewelry, longtime friends of the foundation.
Well, thank you, Deb. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. Put your beers down, your cocktails down, and listen to me. I'm going to make your life so much easier right now. Today, 243 days until Christmas. 9 days until Mother's Day. So do with that what you will, but I'm making your life easy if you just listen to me. Who give 500? 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 500. Hip for 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 500. 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 5 ID but about $500. For 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 5 ID bezel is full of diamonds. Hip for 5 ID but about 5. You'll never be in the doghouse in 2022. 5 ID but about 500. Hip for 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 500. 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 500. Yeah, but about 5 ID but about 5 ID but about 300. 3 but about 3 where 3 but about I don't care where we start, folks. Where we end up is where I really care about. 300. Hip 3 but about 3 where 3 but about 3 but about 300. 3 but about 3 but about 300. But about 3 but about 300 where 3 but about 300. But about 3 but about 3 where 3 but about 300. But about 3 but about 3 but about 300. But about 3 but about 300. 3 but about 3 but about 3. Anything yet, Jen?
We don't have anything yet.
Hey, folks. This got a retail value of $2,600. $2,600. 300. 3 about 30 about 3 about 3 where 3 about 3 about 30 about 3 about 3. Well, this was another one of the items that we didn't have a starting bid on. We're going to we got a bid. We got a bid.
Yep, I think we do. Yes, we have one bid for $600.
Thank you. $600. Thank you. Now 7. 600. Now 7. 600. But about 7. Said but about 7. 600. But about 7. Said but about 700. 600. Now 7. 600. Yeah, but about 7. Said but about 7. Where 600. But about 7. 600. But about 7. Said but about 7. Where 600. But about 7. 600. Now 7. 600. But about 7. Said but about 7. Where 7. 800. 700. Yeah, but about 8. We finally got an auction going. 700 now 8. 700 8.
We have 800.
800 now 9. 800 9. I love you, Bozeman. 800 now 9. 800 now 9 where 800 9 900. 800 now 9. 800 9 800 900. 800 long way from 2600. 8 now 9. 900 now 1,000. Hit 99 about $1,000. 999 about 1,000. 990 about 1,000 where 999 about 1,000 where 990 about 1,000. 990 about 1,000 about Lydia about 1,000 about 1,000 where 990 about $1,000. Hit 990 about 1,000 where 990 about 1,000 where 990 about 1,000.
I'm frozen.
Hip 990, but about 1,000. Where in the 990, but about 1,000. The 990, but about 1,000. Screen's frozen. I'm going to take my time.
Sorry, just
Hip
a minute.
990, but about 9,000. 990, but about 1,000, but about 1,000. Where in the 990, but about 1,000. Where 990, but about 1,000, but about 1,000. Where in the 990, but about 1,000. 990, but about 1,000, but about 1,000. Where in the 990, but about 1,000. Hip 990, but about 1,000, but about 1,000. Where in the 990, but about 1,000. Where 990, but about 1,000, but about 1,000. Where?
Okay,
Hip,
we're at 1,000.
1,000. Now 1,100. Hip down, but about 11. 1,000, but about 11. But about 11. Where 1,000, but about 11. 1,000, but about 11. But about 1,100. 1,000, but about 11. 1,000, but about 11. But about 11. Where 1,000, but about 11. 1,000, but about 11. But about 11. Where?
We have 1,100.
11. Now 12. 1,100. But about 12. 12. But about 12. 1,100. But about 12. 20. But about 12. But about 1,200. 1,100. 12. 20. But about 12. But about 12. Where 1,100. But about 12. 1,100. But about 12. 20, but about 1,200, but about 12, 20, but about 12, 20, but about 1,200, 1,100, but about 12, 20, but about 12, 1,100, but about 12, 20, but about 12, but about 12, 20, but about 12, where 1,100, but about 12, 1,100, but about 12, 20, but about 12, but about 12, 20, but about 12, 1,100, but about 12, 1,100, but about 12, 20, but about 12, 20, but about 12, but about 12, 1,100, but about 12. Anybody else out there? 12, now 13, 1,200, now 13, 1,200, but about 13, 13, but about 1,300, 12, 20, but about 13, 1,200, but about 13, 13, but about 13, where 12, 20, but about 13, 12, 20, but about 13, 13, but about 13, where 12, 20, but about 13, 12, 20, but about 13. There's one guy out there listening to me, and he's got a $1,200 bid on this. Who's 13? 1,200, now 13, 12, 20, but about 13, 12, 20, but about 13, 13, but about 13, where 12, 20, but about 13. 1220, but about 13, but about 1,300. 1220, but about 13, 13, but about 13. Where to 1220, but about 13. 1220, but about 13, 13, 1,300, but about 13, but about 13. Where to 1220, but about 13. To 1220, but about 13, 1,300, but about 13. All
1,300.
13, 14, 13, 14, 13, 14, 13, 14, 14, but about 14. 13, 14, 14, but about 14, 13, 14. 1,300, now 14, 13, 14, 1,300, 14, leave it about 14, where 13, leave it about 14, 13, 14, 14, leave it about 14, where 13, 14, 13, 14, leave it about 14, where 14, leave it about 14, 1,300, now 14, 13, 14, 1,300, leave it about 14, 14, leave it about 14, 13, 14, 1,300, leave it about 14, 14, 14, leave it about 14, last call, 13, 14, 1,400, leave it about 14, 13, 14, 1,300, now 14, 13, 14, leave it about 14.
1,400.
Now 15, 14, 15, 14, 15, 14, 15, leave it about 15, 14, 15, 15, 15, leave it about 15, 14, 15, leave it about 15, 15, leave it about 1,500, 14, 15, 1,400, leave it about 15, 14, 15, leave it about 15, where 14, 15, leave it about 15, 1,400, leave it about 15, leave it about 15, 15, leave it about 15, 1,400, 15, 14, 15, leave it about 15, 15, leave it about 15, 1,400, leave it about 15, leave it about 15, 14, 15, 15, leave it about 15, 14, 15, 1,500, 14, 15, 14, leave it about 15, 15, leave it about 15, 14, 15, leave it about 15, leave it about 15. Sold it. $1,400. Who's our buyer?
Chris Deason.
Chris Deason. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. 307.
Yeah.
Last item, folks. Last item for me.
And thank you so much, Chris Deason, for your bid on that. The last auction item is extremely special to us, those of us in the organization. The Bennett family, longtime family in Gallatin County, has donated this piece in loving memory of Andy Bennett. Andy was the founder of Meridian Boutique in downtown Bozeman. She was a supporter of expanding services for mental health in our area, and she is missed terribly. She was a lover of art, and this donation from her personal collection holds a special place in the auction. Dale Chihuly is perhaps the most famous glass blower working today, and his piece, the Forsythia's Spark 2008, is a wonderful depiction of his iconic glass installation. Acrylic paint on mylar It is of impressive craftsmanship and size. It measures 37 inches by 25 inches with a high-quality frame which was constructed specifically for this work of art. It's edition 48 of 175, and this special item is hand-signed and comes with a certificate of authenticity. And again, it was donated from the heart by the Bennett family. Pat?
Thanks, Terry. Hey, shout out to Rich Deming, and I know, Rich, you're throwing a party, and you're with the Bennett family and friends, and our hearts are filled with warmth and memories of Andy. Andy was a sweetheart. So with that, who'd give $2,000? $2,000 to Tucci Abadabama 2000. To Tucci Abadabama to Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama 2000. To Tucci Abadabama to Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama 2000. To Tucci Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama 2000. Abadabama to Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama 2000. To Tucci Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama to Tucci Abadabama 2000. Thank you. 1500. Now 2. 15, 17 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 15, 17, 50. 15, 17 and a half. The Abadabama 17 and a half. 1500. Now 17 and a half. 15, 17, 50. 15, 17 and a half, the Abadabama 17 and a half, 15, 17, 50, 15, 17 and a half, 15, 17, the Abadabama 17 and a half, 16, now 17, 16, 17, 16, 17,
1750.
1750, 17 and a half, now 2,000, 17, the Abadabama 2, 17, now 2, the Abadabama 2,000, the Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2, where to 2, Abadabama 2, let's raise some money, to 2, Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2,000, 17 and a half, the Abadabama to 2, Abadabama to Abadabama 2, 17 and a half, Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2000, 17 Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2000, 17 Abadabama 2, 17 Abadabama to 2, Abadabama to Abadabama to 2, Abadabama to Abadabama 2, 17 and a half and 2, Abadabama 2, Abadabama 2000, 17 and a half, Abadabama to 2, Abadabama to Abadabama 2, 1750, 2000, 17 and a half and 2, Abadabama 2, 17 and a half and 2, Abadabama 2000, Abadabama 2, 17 Abadabama to 2, Abadabama to Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2. Tell you what, I'll take 1,800. I need to practice. 18, 17 and a half, 18, 17 and a half, 1,800.
1850.
18 and a half, now 2,000. 18 and a half and 2. 18 and a half and 2, Abadabama 2. 18 and a half and 2, Abadabama 2,000, Abadabama to Abadabama to 2, Abadabama 2. Even money, you'll always remember what you gave. 2,000, Abadabama 2, 18 and a half and 2, 2,000, now 2,100. 2,000, Abadabama 21. 2,000, Abadabama 21, 1, Abadabama 2,100. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21, where 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 2100. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 2, now 21. 2 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21, all in and all done. 2,000 Abadabama 21, 1 Abadabama 21, and I have sold it. $2,000. And who's our buyer?
Susan Ledfelt again.
Susan Lenfelt.
Suzanne
Lenfelt.
Sorry.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for your support tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you across the country that tuned in here for this event tonight. That concludes the live auction. Thanks for having me again this year. We'll see you at the sub next year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pat. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you, Suzanne Lefelt, for that bid. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone who bid tonight. And if you have any questions, the number to call, 406-414-1085. If by chance you were bidding and you were outbid, we have the live auction coming up.
Live drive
coming up, which is your opportunity to help elevate behavioral health at Bozeman Health. Reminder, the silent auction closes at 9 o'clock, so keep an eye on that as well. In a moment, we're going to see a video. And first, I want to say a big shout out to Pat Busby and to Jenny. What a great job. Pat is an artist when it comes to supporting organizations in the community. And we are so grateful for your time, your talent, and your efforts, Pat. God bless you. Yeah. So in a minute, we're going to see a video that describes in a little bit more detail how Bozeman Health plans to step into the gaps that exist in the continuum of care. I want to remind you, however, that when the Bozeman Health Board of Directors made this decision, it was a big decision. They are stepping into the breach. It's an expensive move. It'll require a lot of resources. That's why it's so important tonight. When I think about behavioral health challenges, what comes to mind to me is the myth of Pandora's box. And according to the myth, Pandora had a box, and in that box were all of the ills of the world. Curiosity got the better of her. She opened that box, and out of that box flew anxiety and depression and suicidal ideation and sickness and death. All of the ills. She tried to slam that box closed. She slammed it closed, and there was only one thing left in the box, and that was hope. And that's what we're trying to focus on at Bozeman Health. With all of those things and those behavioral challenges floating around, there is still hope. And our job along the continuum of care, the community's job is to shine the light of hope and show those who are struggling with behavioral health issues there is promise, there is hope, there's a better day. And I wonder if you'll keep that in mind as we watch this video from Bozeman Health about their plans for behavioral health.
The people in our community are drowning. I talk to people all around the world. The levels of disparity and anxiety and hopelessness is just a pervasive issue across the board.
All of us are one bad day away from a mental health crisis. And so for individuals who have finally reached that point in their life, it can be scary.
We see those that come to our healthcare system asking for support for behavioral health needs. Community health has to include behavioral health services.
It's a systems issue, and it's not only going to impact that individual, but it's going to impact that individual's friends, their family, their workplace. When we're not able to address it early on, it continues to grow until unfortunately it kind of hits this boiling point.
Montana has one of the highest rates of addiction and significant mental health issues in the entire country. To keep our communities healthy, Bozeman Health is going to play the most integral role in helping our community.
When we started to think about behavioral health services and the needs of our community, we were pretty pragmatic about the fact that this was not going to be an easy lift. In many cases, it's almost as if we were designing and building a brand new healthcare system for the community of Bozeman and beyond. And so we recognized that we couldn't do it alone. So we did begin conversations years ago with our community to say, what are the needs? How are resources deployed, and how can Bozeman Health come into this situation and really provide benefit?
This past summer, we were asked by the board to put together essentially an entire continuum of care. The complete continuum is important to behavioral health care because people enter into the continuum at all the different points. We are looking at reaching out into our schools and our community to help reduce stigma and to increase people's awareness of what is out there for help. Also in prevention, but also starting towards treatment, is integrated behavioral health. And that's where we have social workers or counselors embedded into our primary care offices.
They can see somebody same day or get an appointment fairly quickly as well. And it's coming as usually a warm handoff or directly referred from their primary care provider who they already have an established relationship with.
Next in the continuum is outpatient or specialty care. An outpatient clinic is for someone who may have more chronic illness or maybe have treatment resistant and need just a little bit more intensive care. The next piece of the continuum is crisis, and usually that's an emergency room or an acute care center that handles people in crisis.
This has not existed in our community before. And so it's really exciting to have the opportunity to have people come into the emergency department and actually provide treatment for the first time instead of just assessment and placement.
Right now we only have 2 rooms that are safe for patients who come into crisis, and this will more than double our capacity to handle patients who come into crisis. And then having inpatient for those who do need to have more inpatient care. And for those patients, it's usually when they're a danger to themselves or others or can't care for themselves in the community that they need to have inpatient care.
Our patients that come through the ED who need voluntary, involuntary commitment, we won't have to send them somewhere else. We'll have our own 12-person bed where we can take care of our own patients there in a closer proximity.
And then to complete the continuum, once they're in inpatient, then they need to be discharged into care. And so that's where outpatient comes back in again. Of once they get stabilized in the inpatient unit, being able to discharge them into a specialty clinic to get further care. I would say that the majority of the patients I see have been suffering with a mental illness for a while before they finally enter into our offices or come see us. When they realize that there is hope, just that alone is often life-changing. And then after they receive the care and they say things like, I never knew life didn't need to be that hard, or I finally see color again, or I'm feeling joy for the first time in 20 years.
Right now, that's one of the hardest things that we deal with is when we send someone to another community, we have no say in what happens to them. And so when we have that full spectrum of care here in Bozeman, it's going to empower us as providers and not feel like we're passing the buck to another community, and that for once we're treating versus just putting a Band-Aid on it.
Patients are also going to know that I can go to Bozeman Health and it doesn't matter what level of care I'm going to need, but I'm going to get what I need.
In my wildest dreams, I never imagined that I would be able to build from scratch what we hope will be a gold standard treatment program here in Bozeman.
I love impacting systems. That's the reason I'm here, is to impact not only an individual's life and help their situation better, but knowing that that's going to impact their family members, their children, those who are around them, and then our community as a whole.
I think we will finally be able to say we have truly integrated all dimensions of health delivery for our community. I think there'll be a level of professional fulfillment and satisfaction that when somebody comes to a clinical location at Bozeman Health, that we'll be able to direct their care, coordinate their care, and deliver this love and compassion in a way that we haven't been able to accomplish in the past. And so I think it will be a great cause for celebration in the future.
Deb, do you have an announcement for us?
I do have an announcement, Terry.
You've been teasing this, and you got me on tenterhooks here. Is this when we finally learn it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We've been so excited all night long to get to this point in the evening. And I have to start by saying when Katie Doffenbaugh made her toast, and I'm going to read what she said. Her toast was to allowing friends and loved ones to have access to care at whatever level they need to live their best lives. And what an apropos announcement, or a precursor to the announcement that we have to make tonight. So I'm very proud to congratulate John Hill, CEO of Bozeman Health, and the Bozeman Health Behavioral Health team for receiving an anonymous $1 million contribution to behavioral health.
What? Did you say $1 million?
So that's outside tonight's auction. We still have a goal tonight to meet, but that is the first significant contribution that we've received to behavioral health, and we're just so excited, and it just happened, and so I'm thrilled that the donor was willing to allow us to announce it tonight. And this comes from a place in the heart of this family of wanting to make sure that people in Bozeman have access right here at home to the care they need so they don't have to travel, and it just couldn't come at a better time. You keep talking about lifting up behavioral health, and this has just lifted everybody up. And again, just to repeat, in case you missed it, we've received a $1 million anonymous contribution outside our auction, and we just couldn't be more excited.
Oh my goodness, that takes one's breath away.
It's so great.
Exactly what we've been talking about all evening, which is the community responding to a need and saying, yes, we're behind you, we support you. So grateful to the family that made that donation.
Yeah.
And so grateful for everyone who is making the donation that feels right for them as well. Talk about a leadership gift. That's a leadership gift. My goodness. So I want to thank them. Also want to give a shout out to everyone who participated or helped produce the videos that we've been seeing tonight. That's been so helpful. There's storytelling involved in that. There's artistry involved in that. You know, we learn by telling each other stories, and those videos have just been wonderful, wonderful stories. You know, we haven't mentioned our goal tonight. Our goal tonight is to raise $500,000 in the support of behavioral health services for Bozeman Health to give to the community. That is an aggressive number. And there's a thermometer that you will see as we move into our live drive, and that thermometer will keep track of where we are on our way to our goal. But the other thing it'll do, Deb, is it's going to recognize everyone who makes a contribution. So they will see their names on that thermostat. And we all know that this live drive is the meat and potatoes of tonight's event. So let's dig in, shall we?
All right. This is my favorite. I remember when we gave birth to the live drive, which was years and years and years ago, and this is just my favorite part. And as you say, gifts of all sizes matter, and we're just truly grateful for everybody who chooses to participate, and we're glad that you'll be recognized on the screen, and we will do our very best to recognize you as we go. I'm going to welcome Jenny Berger back into the screen, so to speak, because she and her trusty phone, which only locked up once tonight, that's not bad. She'll be helping us keep track of all of these live drive contributions as they come in. And I want to again mention what we have said before, but it bears repeating. We do have $75,000 in matching gifts, so that is not yet reflected on the thermometer amount. And what we are seeking is at least $75,000 to match that. And that gift came from Absaroka Emergency Physicians, Intercity Radiology, and Bozeman Health Foundation Board of Directors. And so again, every dollar you give up to $75,000 will be matched dollar for dollar. So this is going to all happen kind of quickly here, but we're going to start us out at $25,000. That's the level that when you look at the live drive on your screen, you should see lots of different boxes. Click on whatever box is right for you, but we are going to start, as is our tradition, at $25,000 tonight. And remember, if you want to give a donation and you're not all logged in, that's fine. You can call 406-414-1085, and our team will be standing by to help you. So don't be shy at any gift level, and we're starting at $25,000. And while you are all thinking about that, I want to play a little game here. And so Terry, you and Laura were part of our decoration squad for years during hospitality. And of course, now that I'm back here a little bit, I'm reminiscing a lot about all of the good times that we've had at hospitality over the years. And I want to ask you, what was your favorite theme?
Oh, so many to choose from MASH. They're all flooding back memories. But you know what's interesting is, to me, it's not the theme, it's what the attendees do with that theme.
Yes.
And one that jumps right to mind, there was a jungle theme. You remember that one?
I do remember.
Absolutely.
I remember them all.
Oh, that's right. Remember them all. I remember that one because there was a group of folks who got together and came as dung beetles.
Yes,
and I think it was
did.
like paper mache. There were these huge costumes, and it had all of this sort of brown dust
Yes,
in
it did.
there. And so I'm not sure, because everywhere they went, there was brown dust behind, as I guess dung beetles do, I guess. But I always wondered, did we ever get our security deposit back from MSU for that?
Don't have an answer to that question, but that was a very interesting group.
Right, absolutely. So Jenny, this whole thing is all reliant upon your phone, which is really, really interesting. All this technology has to come to Jenny's phone. Do we have any donation at $25,000?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay,
yet.
gotcha.
Not yet. Terry leaned over earlier and said, I hope she charged her phone up.
I did.
I know you did. Okay, $25,000. Well, folks, if you want to give $25,000, we are going to move on, but please feel free to come in and make a $25,000 donation at any point this evening. Again, we're trying to meet our $75,000 match. And right now we're going to move on to the $20,000 level. So anyone who wants to give $20,000, please join us. Please type in your number or please call so that we can count your $20,000 donation toward our $75,000 match.
Gotcha. And as folks are trying to decide what number is right for them, if $20,000 is right for them, and I sure hope that a couple of folks think that that's the magic number, I've got a question for you as well.
It's my turn now.
Oh.
No, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
saying, it's my
sorry.
turn now.
I thought I'd missed something. So witnessed the growth of Bozeman Health Foundation over the years. Is there any particular milestone or aha moment that happened to you along the way as you were watching that growth?
Oh my gosh, that is such a good question. So many memories and so much excitement over the years. I'm going to surprise you a little bit, I think, with my answer, because obviously we're always grateful for all gifts of all sizes, and we've had some very exciting gifts similar to the one that we announced a few minutes ago. That was $1 million, by the way, if anybody missed that. And
did you say $1 million?
$1 million.
Okay.
I have to say it again.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful $1 million donation outside the auction. Have to say that. That was so exciting. But my favorite gift that I had.
Jenny, are you about
tapping
to
me?
announce something?
Yeah, we do have one that came in at $20,000.
$20,000 donation.
goodness.
I'm going to tell my story in a minute. Rich and Julie, thank you. Rich Deming, Julie Bennett, thank you so much. I'm going to try to do that without getting teared up, actually.
My goodness. Yeah, no, just thinking about Rich and Julie and all that they have given to the community makes me choke up as well.
And we know how important this night is to you. And thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to tell my story now. Really appreciate that. So my favorite contribution was toward the end of the ER campaign. And as you mentioned earlier, it was a $9 million campaign. And it was during the recession, for those of you who might remember. It started in 2008. And we were working really hard to get to $9 million. And everybody was turning over every stone they could turn over. And one day, a donor about this tall came into our office. I'm off camera a little bit there. A little 5-year-old donor, a young man, came into our office, and I think now he's probably 17 or 18. I'm thinking he might be at prom tonight. I'm not totally sure about that. And he brought his piggy bank, and he emptied his piggy bank on our counter, and he said that he wanted it to go to the urgency fund. And honestly, that gift inspired me almost as much as the big gifts, as much as the big gifts, because it came from the heart, and it was somebody who cared so much to make sure that a difference was made through philanthropy, emptied his entire piggy bank. So anyway, that was one of my most heartfelt moments.
Well, I can see why that would happen. Jenny, do we have any other donations at the $20,000 level?
So far, Rich is the only one.
Okay.
Rich and Julie, thank you for your $20,000 donation. Again, we're so grateful. If anybody wants to give $20,000, don't be shy, but we're going to move on to $15,000. $15,000 if anyone wants to give $15,000. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask Terry another question, which is, you served on the trustees for so long, and I'm wondering what one of your most memorable experiences or what one of your aha times was for that.
So many, and I served with so many great volunteers. It's an all-volunteer board. What jumps to mind to me was that we would get letters from the board of addressed to the board of directors, and the letters would go something like this: I was visiting from a large city somewhere in America, and I was either skiing or I was fishing, and something happened. It could have been a heart attack or an accident or a stroke or something along those lines. And as the person was being brought to the hospital, their thought was, oh my goodness, this is such a small town. I wonder what kind of care I'm going to receive here. And the letter said, I was amazed by the level of care right here in Bozeman, Montana. And those letters always, always, always mentioned the nursing staff by name, and the physicians and the techs as well. And it just proved that we're on the right track, and that it's people who make a difference. It's our nursing staff. It's our techs. It's our physicians who connect with people in a way that make us proud as an organization.
What a wonderful, that people take the time to write those letters is so meaningful.
Right.
And it's so, my daughter's a nurse now, and when people show appreciation, it is so fantastic. So now we are going to move on to, hang on one sec, we have to have a little conference because our team just showed us a sign and I warned them I can't see. And they wrote it with a pen.
It says first match is met.
The first match is met. All right, fantastic. So we've met the first $25,000 of our $75,000 match. Visual
is
impairment.
Is this the blind leading the blind?
It is the blind leading the blind.
Well,
you couldn't see.
Like,
I'm glad Jenny's here.
They were holding up a sign.
Jenny here with her good eyes. Sharpies would be handy tonight. All right, so here we are. So we've met the first $25,000 of our $75,000 match, which means we have a distance to go. And we were at $15,000. Anybody who wants to give $15,000, don't be shy. I know I keep saying that, but sometimes donors are kind of shy if we're not in the room with you and able to get things juices going a little bit. So let's go to $10,000. $10,000. Anybody interested in contributing $10,000? Please step forward. We would love to accept your $10,000 contribution.
Yeah, and as I understand it, right there on the app, under the live drive, you're given a number of different options.
Yep.
You look down them and you say, this is the one that's right for me. Right now we're at the $10,000 level. So Deb, you've been involved throughout the years in hosting and planning hospitality events. And I'm just wondering, as you look back on those events, is there, one particular costume, one particular bidding war, or what is it that's sort of like, that's the memory I remember?
You're tugging at my heartstrings, Gary. There's so many. I mean, honestly, it's just years and years and years and years and years. But I'm going to go back to the first year. So the very first year we did this auction, which was in 2000, and we did a Cinco de Mayo theme. It was fabulous. It was so much fun. And we were auctioning items of time, talent, and treasure, which was our tradition for many years. And somehow we managed to convince the CEO at the time, John Nordwick, to come up on stage and put on the rubber overalls.
Do we have an announcement?
I think we have an announcement. I'm getting tapped. I'm going to go back to my story in a minute. Who do we have at $10,000?
Scott and Barbara
Scott and Barbara Heck.
Oh,
yay!
Scott and Barbara.
Long-time auction supporters.
Yes,
Thanks, you guys.
absolutely.
We appreciate that very much. And welcome back to Bozeman from your winter respite.
Yes.
So John Nordwick, we talked him into putting on the rubber overalls that you wear when you wash a car. And we auctioned his time to wash a car. And we had a little music, which I should have given our team time so they could have queued up a little music behind me. But those of you who are listening probably know the song Car Wash.
Oh, yeah.
So we had John, who was a
Working
little...
at the car
yeah,
wash,
there you go. Bring it on, Jerry.
Sorry. Sorry for those of you who had to hear that.
And we had people with airplanes bidding on having the CEO wash their airplane, and we had people with cars, and we had people with buses, and
aircraft carriers.
Yeah. So anyway, he was bought by somebody who had a very nice sports car, and I'm sure they never wanted to let him actually wash it.
Right.
But it was really exciting, and it was a lot of fun for our first auction. All right, so we have a $15,000 contribution that I'm going to add in here from Foundant Technologies. Thanks for the big black pen, by the way. That was awesome.
Absolutely. We also have another $10,000.
And we have another $10,000. So Foundant Technologies, thank you for your $15,000 contribution. And Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, also longtime friends.
Those are two of my favorite organizations because Foundant always volunteers in the community.
They do.
And Murdoch's, you can't talk about Bozeman without Murdoch's.
You can't. And that's a $10,000 gift from Murdoch's Ranch and Home, longtime friends. And John and Norma took such good care of us. Those are some of the really positive memories of the auction over the years. And the second match is met. So
Okay.
we have met 50,000 of our $75,000 match. So
Nicely
we
done.
only have
Nicely done.
So we need to raise another $25,000 in order to fully meet our $75,000 match. I know that's a lot of numbers to keep track of. Let's just say we just hope more contributions will come in. So we're still at the $10,000 level. And we'll sit here for another minute because I know that's a really popular giving level for donors to think about their $10,000 gifts.
Yep.
And we'll let some refreshing happening here. So you tell me, what was one of your most memorable things at an auction that happened then in terms of a bid or an auction item or something?
It's funny. It was John Murdoch and Jack Ostrovsky. And they were bidding over something. And I remember it wasn't like the granddaddy of them all. It was a relatively smaller live auction item. And they were going back and forth, and the place was on fire. They would not back down from one another. I don't think it was a children's artwork that you hang on the refrigerator, but it was something that both of those folks would have enjoyed, but they enjoyed the bidding almost as much as they did what they were taking home at the end of the night.
I think a lot of people did over the years. And again, we're at $10,000, and I want to bring one more memory back up, which was during our Old West theme. And Murdoch's we're talking a lot about them tonight. They've been an important part. They donated 100 stick horses to us. And when we were doing the live drive, the part that we're doing right now, everybody who made a live drive contribution got a stick horse, and they started tapping them on the floor. I don't know if you remember that. And so the whole place of the sub was alive with tapping stick horses. It was so much energy. Okay, $10,000. Anybody else have a $10,000 gift for us before we move to $5,000? We will move to $5,000. If you wish to give $10,000 or more, please do so. But we're going to move to $5,000 now. Yeah. We're at the $5,000 gift level, which
that's a popular gift level.
It's a very popular gift level, extremely popular. So I know there are people out there who want to contribute at the $5,000 level, and so we will sit on this for just a second and encourage people who want to give $5,000 to contribute now.
Yeah. So I can start telling a story
okay.
while we're in the middle of this.
Okay.
My wife and I had moved to Bozeman 23 years ago, and we didn't know a soul. And within, I think it was a month of us moving here, I had a medical emergency.
Okay.
I had to come to the emergency room. I was in tough shape. What?
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I thought I had my phone off. Hold on a second.
Hold it.
Oh.
Are we doing this here?
I know. I'm sorry. I actually have to take this call.
You have to take this call?
I have to take this call. It's Andrew Sullivan.
Oh my goodness.
He's the vice chair of our foundation, so I have to talk to him. Andrew, hey, it's Deb.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of the live drive, actually.
You are?
Yeah.
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. We've almost met the match. We're actually at the $5,000 level right now.
$5,000, and it's for behavioral health?
It's for behavioral health.
That is a great cause.
It is a great cause.
You know what? I think Carla and I have talked. We are going to give it the $5,000 level.
Oh, perfect! Your timing couldn't be better. Wonderful.
Yeah, okay, wonderful.
Okay. Thank Carla. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a happy coincidence.
I need to turn my phone off.
That happened to happen.
That was good.
Just as we were doing the $5,000 level.
So Carla and Andrew Sullivan recognized at $5,000. Thank you very much to the Sullivan family. Anybody else at $5,000 out there in our TV land that wants to give?
Yeah.
All right.
No. Andrew and Carla Sullivan.
Oh, okay. So that's their contribution
it came
coming
through.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So you were in the middle of a story.
Sorry.
Terry.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Sorry, Dr. Sullivan. So yes, So I walk into the emergency department. I said, I'm in real trouble here, and the person said to me, "Were you sitting in front of me in church last week?"
Okay.
And she said, "Sit down. We're going to take great care of you." And I met Dr. Schoenefeld, who diagnosed, after 20 years of me having a condition, finally gave me the correct diagnosis for my condition, and I've been in remission ever since.
Oh my
So
gosh,
this
that's a great
organization
story.
has changed my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that,
No
Terry.
worries, yeah.
Yeah, we all have our personal stories with Bozeman Health and other healthcare
Yeah.
organizations. $5,000, folks. Anybody else interested in giving $5,000? $5,000 going once. We'll go on. I'm going to progress on to $2,500, but I want to remind everybody I'm at a synchronized watches. Oh, it looks like somebody else was just trying to call me. I don't know if that was actually an auction
Do you need
donation.
to take a break?
I might need to take that
Yeah,
call.
okay.
I want to remind everybody that the silent auction is closing at 9 o'clock, which is about 11 minutes from what I can see. And so we are going to be at $2,500.
$2,500.
And I might just check and see if
We
I
have
have a
Dr.
message over here.
Catherine Burtney.
Dr. Catherine Burtney, at what level, Jenny?
2,500.
At 2,500.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Burtney. Much appreciated. So, our thermometer is up to $287,000.
$287,000.
Yeah, and we are getting there. We appreciate everyone who has given from their time, their donations tonight, and it is really appreciated.
I'm seeing a couple come up. I saw Diane Patterson at 1,500. So I'm kind of watching on the screen as we go.
Yeah, technology, there's all different things happening. There's folks
We're all on our phones right now.
Folks are calling in at the 406-414-1085 number. Bids are showing up in real time and then slightly altered times. Jenny is refreshing her phone. Her thumb and finger are going to be sore after tonight, just to make sure that we're getting and staying on top of all of those bids so that we can acknowledge those.
Okay, so what are we at right now?
So we're going to move to, we're at the $1,500 level?
1,500.
Yeah, and I will
All right.
double check that.
1,500. Oh, I just saw Michelle Skinner. That would be Michelle Skinner. Oh, there's all kinds coming up. Catherine Burtney, 2,500. We talked. Michelle Skinner and John Hill came up, an anonymous donor at $100. We appreciate that. Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, there's their $10,000 donation.
Refresh mine.
I think I'm supposed to turn my phone on. Am I? No?
For 2,500?
We have all of these things happening.
All I have is Diane Patterson.
I've been missing a call, and I have a feeling I should have left my phone on, so I'm going to call this person back very quickly.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's not spam.
Okay.
I shouldn't have
understood.
turned it off. I should have left my
So
phone
again,
on.
we're at the $1,500 level.
Yeah.
And we're
Oh, yeah. Dr. Troy Katz-Kelly.
Hey.
Dr. Troy
Who is
Katz-Kelly.
Sorry, Tori.
Tori, I'm sorry. Dr. Tori Katz-Kelly has donated $1,500. We are so grateful for that donation. Again, we are at the $1,500 level.
Yes.
Deb, are you learning anything?
I am. John, do you mind? So I'm putting you on speakerphone. Is that all right? Okay. I had missed a phone call because I turned my phone off after Andrew called me.
Right.
And I
As-
shouldn't.
as you should not have done that.
Apparently I shouldn't have. I should have had my phone all night. So this is John Hill on the phone with me right now.
CEO.
The CEO. And John, would you like to share with our audience what you just told me?
Yeah, guys, thank you everyone for your generous contributions tonight. I would love to offer another $25,000 in support of behavioral health.
Woohoo!
All right.
25,000. John, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We have the cowbells are ringing, John. Thank you so much. We're so grateful.
welcome.
We're so grateful. So we
you,
will
guys.
continue on with our evening, and best to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Deb, is that the definition of a leadership gift? When the CEO
When the CEO calls
drops a
during the live,
$25,000 donation?
$25,000.
That's a leadership gift.
we are thrilled.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to let the team here tell us where that rolls up onto for us. But John Hill at $25,000.
Now,
thank you so much.
would that complete our entire match?
Yes.
Yes.
We have met the $75,000 match, and I'm just so excited. I wish I had the cowbell up here, actually. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. We're just so grateful.
Absolutely.
So let's go to, have we done the $1,000 level yet?
I have not checked the $1,000 level yet.
I actually saw
lost track.
a name come up there that's very familiar to me.
Okay.
I actually had lunch with him on Friday,
Okay.
Along with Jim Ness from First Security Bank, and it is the CFO of Bozeman Health. It's Brad Ludford.
Oh, Brad Ludford.
Absolutely.
Was he at the $1,000 level?
He was at the $1,000 level.
Thank you, Brad. All
For
right.
the record, I picked up lunch.
Oh.
I did.
All right. So we have several people here. I'm going to borrow your phone. All right. At $1,000, we want to thank Sievert Construction, D. Layfelt, Tilly Tasker, Tamara Havenhill Jacobs, one of our leaders at the hospital, Brad Ludford, another leader, and Dr. Robert and Patricia Fry, and I'll let you refresh that in case I'm missing anyone else. So we're at $1,000, folks, $1,000. I'm keeping an eye on my watch so that you know you have 6 minutes left in this silent auction.
Did you mention Amy Dendrinos?
I picked that up. Thank
Okay.
you very much. And Michael Green and Kylie Keene have come in as well at $1,000. Thank you very much. And we're continuing to refresh. We're continuing to be excited. We have 5 minutes before the silent auction closes, so please get your bids in. And at this point, we'll open it up to $500 donations as well. Anybody wanting to give $500 or more. This is so many dollars and cents over here. $500 or more. Go ahead and please send us your contribution, and we will do our very best to pick you up in the recognition. We have at $500 Nancy Stevenson, John Hedge, Kim Bork, Till Tasker, Susan and Pat Ellis. Susan's been our volunteer helping us put this auction together. Shout out to Susan. And Mark Brown. And my husband's sitting in the back of the room, and the Gill family, will do $500, please, at this level. So we would like to be counted here as well. 500. And I don't know if there are other ones we should refresh. $250. Anyone who wishes to give $250.
So as I understand it, Deb, you just find the amount that works for you at the live auction portion, the live drive portion of the app, and you find the checkbox next to the number that works for you.
Yes, exactly. So $250, Doug and Tracy Kimball, Katie Doffenbaugh, and Rich and Brigham Oakland. Thank you for $250 donations. You can go ahead and see if there's any other ones lingering there.
We can make a verbal donation from the Cunningham family of $250 as well, and we will make sure that that gets into the total.
Thank you very much. And as we move on, we will go ahead and open it up to $100 because I want to be able to let you focus on the silent auction as it closes in just 6 minutes, according to my iWatch here. So all donations are welcome at all levels, and at $100, Alice Schultz and Julie Eichmann. Thank you very much. And you can check any level you want at this point, my dear, now. So we can't check all the levels at once, unfortunately. So but as you are all watching this tonight, as we get ready to wrap up, Susan Frazier, $50. You can see these names on the screen. Every contribution we are so thrilled with, we are so grateful for, and we just couldn't be more proud. Please continue to send in your donations. We do want to let you know that we will keep this open through the weekend. So if you wake up tomorrow morning and you are inspired to help us get closer to our goal, we would welcome you. And we just want to make sure that everybody knows that every gift of every level counts, and we're so grateful for everybody who's given tonight.
So just to make sure I understand that if you were struggling with technology or you couldn't decide on the right number, that we're actually going to keep this open, and you can still call the 414 for
the next little while. Call
yeah. So 406-414-1085 number, just for a little bit, and you can make your donation that way as well.
Yep, absolutely. And we do have some wrap-up messages in terms of how the auction items will be handled that you will bring us, and then the silent auction will close in 2 minutes.
Yeah. So as we reach the conclusion of tonight's event, is that what we're talking about? We are so grateful. I just want to say a few words of thanks. My hat's off to everyone who helped with tonight's event. A special shout out to Mindy Grobe, to Amanda Brown, and to Carmen Price. They are just absolute world beaters when it comes to putting on an event and keeping the talent organized as well. Yeah. So we have raised over $350,000 tonight. We are well on our way towards our $500,000 goal. And if anyone would like to help close that gap, we will accept that donation.
I'm checking my phone. I don't see anybody else just yet.
I want to give a special thanks once again to the family who made that $1 million gift, but I want to give thanks to everyone who donated at every level, who dug deep and gave the amount that felt right for them to elevate the behavioral health services here in Bozeman. It's been an honor to spend time with you, Jenny. It's been an honor to spend time with you, Deb. And we wish everyone a good night from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're grateful.